Since a lot of you are interested in how to turn a book idea into a plot post, I thought I would talk a little bit about how do you choose which ideas. Now often people say, oh, you know, how do you get ideas? You get ideas from everything, and an idea is just a tiny, tiny little thing. It's a kind of what if this and what if that, and you combine them. So you can get, for example, I was watching The Martian, and there's a scene where the crew of the mission who have left Mark Watney on the planet find out that the guy they thought was dead is actually alive, and they've just abandoned him. And they're instructed to come home and leave him. But they're like, he's our friend, we know him, and we left him there to die, so we're going to go back and get him. And I was watching it thinking, that's such a big decision. What does it feel like to be in the head of that captain that has to make that decision? That's an idea. That's a point from which you jump off to write a bigger book. Yeah. And when you have lots of ideas, it's always good to have somewhere where you just write down your random thoughts. And sometimes you can go, well, this thought and this thought, if you put them together, you've got something. And what you're looking at, what you're looking for, is conflict. So if something is an easy decision to make, there's no conflict there. If you could, I don't know, give somebody a hand and pull them out of the water, or not, if there's no consequence for you doing that, then of course you're going to pull them out of the water, right? There's no conflict there. But if you have to choose between, I don't know, pulling person A and person B out of the water, or risk your own life to pull person A out of the water, then there is conflict, and there's going to be lots of stuff that you have to think about. Now, I write romance. If person A meets person B, and they like each other, and they go out and then they kiss and they get married and they live happily ever after. Yeah? No conflict there. That's not that interesting. What would be interesting is if person A likes person B and they find out they're competing for the same job. Or person A likes person B and thinks they're married. Something. There has to be a reason why you can't go straight to the ending. And the bigger the reason, the more likely you have a story, the more likely it is that you have conflict enough to have a story. I hope that's helpful if you're plotting. Let me know in the comments. Anything to do with trad publishing, I'm quite happy to talk about.